Have you ever wondered how certain individuals remain calm even in the face of life's most difficult challenges? What is it that they know? What habits have they developed that allow them to stay grounded while others break down? Today, I want to introduce you to 16 powerful Stoic habits that have the potential to transform your mindset and resolve up to 97% of the problems you face in life. It might sound unbelievable, but it's real. Stoicism, an ancient yet highly practical philosophy, offers timeless lessons that anyone at any stage of life can apply instantly. You don't need to be a philosopher or academic to benefit from its teachings, just a willingness to reflect and put them into practice. Let's explore how this ancient wisdom can bring greater peace, clarity, and strength to your everyday existence. And if you're new here, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Statistics show only 15% of viewers are subscribed. So, if this content adds value to your life, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Now, let's begin. Habit 1. Cultivate virtue. Virtue lies at the heart of Stoic practice. It means living with moral excellence through wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. As Seneca stated, virtue is the only true good. For the Stoics, virtue isn't some abstract or lofty idea, something you live and breathe daily. It means doing the right thing even when it's hard, and staying aligned with your deepest values. Why is it so essential? Because it grounds us and gives us a moral compass. In moments of injustice or conflict, instead of reacting with anger, practicing virtue allows us to choose patience and integrity. This habit works because it helps us operate from our highest self, wisely, compassionately, and courageously, and that, in turn, inspires others. Habit 2. Live with intention. Every action should be guided by purpose, aligned with your values and your goals. Seneca once said, "Life is like a plate, not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters." It's not about how long you live, but how meaningfully you live. Why is intention powerful? Because it gives your life direction. It ensures you're not just moving for the sake of movement, but that each step counts. This habit brings clarity, helping you make decisions that align with your highest aspirations. Habit 3. Embrace moderation. Moderation is key to living a virtuous life, keeps us from being consumed by extremes, whether in pleasure, ambition, or emotion. As Aristotle put it, virtue is the mean between two vices. Why is this important? Because balance prevents burnout, chaos, and emotional upheaval. Think of life like a ship. It needs balanced weight to sail straight. This habit works because moderation brings peace and stability, leading to better choices and fewer regrets. Habit 4. Cultivate self-discipline. Self-discipline allows us to resist temptation and stay aligned with our principles. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When we control ourselves, we gain true freedom. Why is this crucial? Because without discipline, we get pulled in every direction by whims and distractions. Discipline helps us stay focused and committed, even when it's tough. It empowers us to choose long-term fulfillment over short-term ease. Habit 5. Delay. Gratification. Nothing great happens overnight. Like a fruit must bloom, grow, and ripen, so must your goals. Resisting the urge for immediate pleasure in favor of future rewards is a skill that builds strength and character. This habit works because it teaches patience and resilience, helping us stay on course and committed to what truly matters. Habit 6. Pursue lifelong learning. The Stoics believed in learning continuously because living well requires constant reflection and growth. As Seneca advised, as long as you live, keep learning how to live. Lifelong learning sharpens our wisdom, keeps our mind open, and fuels personal evolution, whether through reading, experience, or contemplation. Each day becomes an opportunity to grow into a wiser, more virtuous version of yourself. This advice highlights the essential role of continual growth and learning in living a fulfilling life. Why is lifelong learning so important? Because it deepens our understanding of both the world around us and our inner selves, enabling us to respond to life's challenges with greater wisdom and resilience. Just as a well-tended garden thrives, our minds flourish when nurtured through constant education and reflection. This habit works because self-education sharpens our practical abilities, enriches our character, and fuels our personal growth, ultimately leading to a more meaningful and purpose-driven life. Habit 7. Develop empathy. The 13th Stoic habit is developing empathy, the ability to truly understand and share in another person's experience. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, advises that before criticizing others, we should ask ourselves whether we might have acted the same way. In their situation, empathy matters because it builds deeper, more compassionate relationships and helps prevent unnecessary conflict by encouraging understanding over judgment. This habit is effective because it strengthens our social bonds, builds trust, and fosters kindness and fairness in our interactions, benefiting both our peace of mind and our relationships. Habit 8. Practice gratitude. The 12th Stoic habit is gratitude, a practice that can transform your perspective and boost happiness. Epictetus taught that there's nothing more important than giving thanks for what life offers. Gratitude is crucial because it shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance, from complaint to contentment. It reminds us to notice the good that already surrounds us and helps us avoid taking things for granted. This habit works because gratitude grounds us in the present moment, improves mental health, strengthens relationships, and helps us become more resilient when life gets hard. Now that you've reached the halfway point of the video, I want to applaud your commitment to self-growth. Kindly ask you to leave a comment to support the channel. If you're not sure what to say, just write mind over body so I know you've made it this far. Don't forget to subscribe if you find this valuable. I've also included links to Stoic books that have deeply shaped my life and can do the same for you. Habit 9. Foster resilience. The 9th habit is fostering resilience, the ability to endure hardships and emerge stronger. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The rock is struck and remains. The hammer is worn out by it." This metaphor reminds us that resilience is about standing firm while the storm passes. Why is resilience important? Because life inevitably brings trials, and without inner strength, we risk breaking down. Resilience empowers us to move forward, despite setbacks, and view adversity as a chance to grow. It works because it builds endurance, shifts our mindset, and helps us keep a hopeful outlook even during tough times. Habit 10. Build emotional resilience. Closely related is emotional resilience, the ability to regulate and manage our feelings with composure. Seneca wrote, "Difficulty strengthens the mind as labor strengthens the body," highlighting how emotional challenges, if faced wisely, make us stronger. Emotional resilience matters because emotions can be turbulent and unpredictable. Learning to navigate them calmly helps us respond rather than react. This habit works because it enables self-awareness, reduces impulsivity, and encourages thoughtful reflection rather than emotional chaos. It's not about denying your feelings, it's about understanding them and acting wisely. Habit 11. Simplify your life. The seventh Stoic habit is simplicity, living with less in order to focus on more. In a society that equates success with accumulation, Stoicism reminds us that peace often lies in reduction, not excess. Seneca wisely observed, "It is better to have little with tranquility than much with restlessness." Why is simplicity powerful? Because it removes distractions and allows you to focus on what truly brings meaning. When you declutter your life, your possessions, your time, your obligations, you gain space to breathe, think, and live more intentionally. This habit works because it lowers stress, increases clarity, and enhances your appreciation for what you already have. Habit 12. Embrace impermanence. The 11th Stoic habit is accepting impermanence. Change is constant, and resisting it only causes suffering. Heraclitus famously stated, "No man ever steps in the same river twice," emphasizing that both we and the world are always in motion. Why is this truth vital? Because when we accept that everything, joy, sorrow, relationships, circumstances, is temporary, we stop clinging. This frees us to live more fully in the present, to appreciate things while they last, and to let go when it's time. This habit works because it helps us adapt gracefully to life's natural flow, reducing fear, anxiety, and disappointment, and replacing them with peace, gratitude, and understanding. Letting go of expectations and fears is a vital step toward emotional freedom, and embracing impermanence allows us to do just that. When we accept that everything in life is fleeting, whether joy or sorrow, success or failure, we become less burdened by worry and more open to living fully in the moment. Why does this habit work? Because it teaches us to find peace amid life's inevitable changes. It grounds us in the present, helps us appreciate what we have while we have it, and gives us the strength to face loss and transitions with grace. Habit 13. Contemplate mortality. The fourth Stoic habit is to contemplate mortality, often referred to by the Latin phrase memento mori. Though it may seem somber, this practice actually infuses life with deeper meaning. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now, let that determine what you do, say, and think." This isn't about fear. It's about clarity. Reflecting on death reminds us how brief and fragile life is, which motivates us to live with purpose and urgency. Why is it important to reflect on mortality? Because it puts our daily struggles in perspective. When we recognize the finite nature of life, we're less likely to waste time on trivial disputes or petty ambitions, and more inclined to focus on our relationships, our principles, and our passions. Imagine arguing with a friend caught in the heat of the moment. You might cling to being right. But if you remember that life is short, you might realize that the bond matters more than the disagreement, and seek reconciliation. Why does this habit work? Because it sharpens our priorities, freeing us to focus on what truly matters and letting go of what doesn't. Asterisk, Habit 14. Focus on what you can control. This core Stoic principle, the dichotomy of control, teaches us to distinguish between what's within our power and what isn't. Epictetus put it simply, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Our stress doesn't come from events themselves, but from how we interpret and respond to them. Picture being stuck in traffic. You can't control the delay, but you can control your mindset. Choose to listen to a podcast, practice breathing, or simply accept the moment. Why does this habit work? Because it eliminates wasted energy on things we can't influence and channels our attention toward purposeful action. Over time, this mental discipline leads to greater peace, clarity, and effectiveness. The more consistently you ask yourself, can I control this, and act accordingly, the more resilient and centered you'll become. Asterisk, Habit 15. Embrace mindfulness and the present moment. Though often associated with modern self-help, mindfulness was deeply embedded in Stoic thought. Marcus Aurelius advised, confine yourself to the present, because it is only in the present that life unfolds. Why is this practice essential? Because the present is all we truly have. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. Yet we often spend our days trapped in regrets or anxieties. Mindfulness helps bring our attention back to now, allowing us to fully experience life as it happens. Reflect on how often you've physically been in one place, while mentally somewhere else, replaying past mistakes or worrying about what's to come. That scattered awareness robs us of joy and heightens stress. Mindfulness anchors us, enabling thoughtful responses over impulsive reactions. Why does it work? Because it cultivates clarity, emotional awareness, and a deeper appreciation for the small moments that make life meaningful. To begin practicing it, try mindful breathings. A few quiet minutes each day focusing on your breath. Next, observe your experiences without judgments, without attaching labels. Finally, engage fully in simple tasks like washing dishes or walking by, giving them your complete attention. These small practices, done regularly, can radically enhance your sense of presence and peace. Asterisk, if any part of this message resonates with you, consider liking and commenting to help others discover it too. Asterisk, and don't forget to subscribe. There's much more timeless wisdom waiting for you in the videos already uploaded. Asterisk, have a thoughtful and fulfilling day.